What's wrong with you, clown? You're going home full, son of a bitch. This is the chat Cristiano Ronaldo had with Fernando Torres after the Spaniard got mad with Cristiano's behavior. Sometimes footballers get overwhelmed with emotions, and this is how they tend to release their anger and frustration. It's always interesting to get to know what footballers talk about during the game. So in this video, we would like to tell you about the most interesting and at times shocking conversations between football stars. But before we get into it, here's our today's question for you. Which one of these footballers never got banned for racial abuse towards other players? John Terry, Kiko Casilla, Joey Barton, Bernardo Silva? Feel free to leave your answers in the comments. And now, get ready for watching. Let's go! The first story for today will be about Vinicius falling down in the box and demanding a penalty, and Gerard Piqué's reaction. Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? You're crazy, I didn't even touch you. Have you lost your mind? You surely have, Vinicius. That was a dive, you should get a yellow for that. That was their one-sided conversation, which was later deciphered by the Spanish media. He told me I was crazy, but I was talking about Arthur's fall. Samuel Umtiti is definitely not among the most reserved players, and once he managed to embroil Diego Costa with his teammate Antoine Griezmann. The Spaniard had an argument with Umtiti, and Antoine came up to resolve the conflict. Diego didn't like it as he responded to his teammate angrily. "It's me who's your teammate. Don't stand up for him, you got it?" Griezmann put his finger to his forehead and said, "Use your head, calm down." In the end, however, he needed Piqué's help to bring Costa to reason. If you watched this RB Leipzig PSG game, you might have noticed Neymar coming up to the penalty taker Dominik Szoboszlai and having a chat with him. "Are you sure you will score?" "Of course, I never miss." "Good luck then." Szoboszlai's precise penalty made it 2-2. Later that evening, he let us know what he and Neymar were talking about as he told the media about their chat in the post-match interview. Late in the League of Nations final, there was a conflict between Pogba and Pavard. Paul wasn't pleased with his teammates' actions while dealing with the opponent's pressing. "Hey, were you just standing there doing nothing? Fuck you." In case you find such an outburst surprising, after all, Paul could have simply passed it to the keeper. Here's the explanation. 3 months before, when France was playing Switzerland in the Euro 2020, Pavard complained to Varane about Pogba not helping his side in defense. Rafael told Paul about his teammates' discontent, and Paul came up to Pavard and shouted, "What did you say?" Different. And who do you think was right in this particular case? Let us know in the comments. At the final moments of the Juventus-Empoli game, TV cameras caught the conversation between Chiellini and Allegri. Massimiliano said something, covering his mouth with his hand, and Giorgio responded, "It's not a team." And this story is about David Alaba teaching Miguel Gutierrez a little football trick. After a contact with Fekir, the young defender fell down on the pitch holding his hip, but got up in a moment. Then David told him, "Sit down and waste some time." And Gutierrez fell down again, allowing his teammate to help him. Such things are what we see in every match, as not only they allow footballers to waste time, but also break their opponent's momentum, so it was a fairly good thing to learn for the youngster. Now to the story you probably still remember. Back in September, the Brazil-Argentina game got halted, and Messi had quite an intense conversation with the Brazilian health officials. "Listen, we have been here for 3 days already, and now you want to cancel the match. Why not tell that before the game?" And the Argentina head coach added, "Why didn't you tell us while we were at the hotel?" Lewandowski's goal against Barcelona made a mockery of the Blaugrana defense, and as you would expect, Ter Stegen was furious with his teammates, especially with Ronald Araujo. "Don't close down on him, hold your position." As we can see, the Uruguayan's tackle attempt cost his team too much as the ball ricocheted off his leg and found the back of the net. And here's Vincent Kompany's reaction to Mohamed Salah's yet another dive. The Belgian clearly looked fed up with his opponent's tricks as he said, "Get up, pussy." In 2018, Paul Pogba had already fallen out with Jose Mourinho, as these two were having conflict one after another. Here's their conversation that got caught on camera during the Man United-Newcastle game. They're playing very wide. Why don't you tackle them? Why don't you move? Listen, boss, I'm trying to help on the left. I know. Stay here and try to focus on this position. But they're pressing. I don't know. Don't give them space. Just try to get the ball back or I'll have to sub you off. And the Frenchman actually got subbed off a few minutes later. A few months later, Pogba was out of the team's squad for the League Cup game and watched it from the stands along with Shaw and Pereira. During the game, Paul and his teammates were having fun and posting stories on Instagram. After that, Jose Mourinho came up to him on the training ground. "You're not training with the rest of the team after what you did yesterday. So it's me who's the problem? Okay, I got it. Paul, go away. Why do I have to go away? Get away. Why only me? Shaw and Pereira were there as well. This goes for all of you. Hey, come here please. When did it happen? When did Paul post it? Was it after the game? I don't know. So it's my fault? Why would I post it after the game? I don't get it. It's not my problem. I was just having fun with the lads." In case you're wondering what was the problem, Jose thought that Frenchman posted a video after the match was over and was laughing at his team's defeat, though in fact he posted his stories before the game started. Real Madrid played Betis and Vinicius had an argument with Marc Bartra. As Bartra told the media in a post-match interview, he told the Brazilian to stop diving and got this response: "Son of a bitch, you son of a bitch, son of a bitch." The funny thing is that Bartra also said that Vini has a lot of work to do as he's not fit for the Real Madrid first team just yet. As for now, Vinicius has clearly improved since then, both in quality and maturity. Luis Suarez was very upset with being subbed off against Sevilla. 57 minutes in, the striker was leaving the pitch fuming at Diego Simeone. "You asshole, always the same." It seems like Luis deliberately said that in front of the camera. Just look at how he noticed the camera first and then started swearing at his head coach. Lionel Messi was taking his time against Liverpool as he kept wasting time whenever possible. The match official Bjorn Kuipers, however, wasn't happy with Leo's behavior, and here's how he tried to bring the Barca captain to reason. "Messi, why come on? Show me some respect. Every time you do it, come on."
Messi! Well, come on! Show them some respect! Go! Every time you do it! Come on! Why you do it? Go now!
After the Granada game, Cristiano Ronaldo said he didn't celebrate his goals because he was unhappy at Real Madrid. Shortly after that, Florentino Perez and Cristiano had a chat. "We have to talk. Why did you say it?" "What did I say? I didn't say anything." Though Florentino looked content with Cristiano's answer, in summer 2021, his phone calls got leaked. This audio was recorded in October, 3 weeks after that incident, so here's what Florentino had to say on that matter. "Ronaldo is an idiot, a sick man. You think this guy is normal? He's not normal, otherwise he wouldn't do all the things he does. The last foolish thing he did, everyone around the world saw it. He and Mourinho didn't see the reality. These are two guys with terrible egos, spoiled, both of them. And with that face they have, the fact that no one likes them, they're giving us a bad name." Surprising, isn't it? Here's another fragment of that very Florentino speech. Casillas is not a Real Madrid goalkeeper, never has been. He has been our biggest mistake. The problem is that fans love him, but anyway, he is one of the biggest frauds. Another one is Raúl. Two biggest frauds in Real Madrid's history, Raúl and Casillas. They are too egoistic, you just can't rely on them. After that, there came an official statement from Perez. "I understand that the fact that these leaks have been published now owes to my involvement as one of the driving forces behind the Super League. I have placed that matter in the hands of my lawyers, who are examining the course of action to be taken. At this point, we think you have had enough negativity, so here's a couple of more light-hearted conversations." Before the Watford-Liverpool game, Troy Deeney told the boy, "Listen, if you pay me more money, you'll get to stand with him." That was quite a funny incident, as everyone, including the cameraman, the ref and Van Dijk had a good laugh.
If you paid a bit more money, you could have stood there.
Right after Kai Havertz's goal brought Chelsea the Champions League victory, the journalist asked the German, "Kai, you're the most expensive Chelsea player ever. Do you think you've paid it all back?" "I don't give a fuck. We won the Champions League," was his response. At that moment, his teammate Azpilicueta burst into laughter while the reporter had to apologize for the German's language. Many of you might remember Alessandro Florenzi's emotional celebration when he ran to his grandmother, so here's another one. After Italy won Euro 2020, Florenzi came to the camera with his golden medal and said, "Just look, Mom, have a look at this." Kevin De Bruyne once played a joke on Josep Guardiola while celebrating City's Premier League triumph. The Belgian told the manager, "You're a shit coach, you only win." Guardiola didn't believe what he had just heard, so he asked the player as if with a threat, "What?" After that, he hugged the midfielder and De Bruyne burst out laughing. Dear friends, feel free to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button if you enjoyed this video, as that will help its promotion and allow you to get a notification once our new video is out. That's it for today, but there's a bunch of other videos we have on our channel, so don't hesitate to check them out.